G'day everyone. Thought I'd talk to you about a really interesting article that I saw this morning on Petapixel. And it's talking about Canon refusing to hire a photographer due to the fact that she didn't have enough followers on Instagram. And I thought I'd take you through it and then we can have a discussion about it, because I'd love to know what you think about the way the whole industry is going and things like that. But before we do that, let's have a look at this article that's on there. Now, I'm not saying that she may not be telling the truth, but she appears to be, certainly when you've watched the video, and I can't see any reason why she would lie. But if you look at this article, and I'm not going to play the whole video, I encourage you to go to the link that I'll put down below and you can actually play the video that's on there. The heading of this was "Photographer Canon dropped me because I don't have 50k Instagram followers." So what it appeared to be was that she had got the job basically, and she said, if you look at the video, she thought it would be a number of $1,000s for the actual shoot itself. But she said basically it was all going ahead until the marketing manager or something went away. And then it says here, I'll read this out for you. "Let's talk about followers and followers mattering. I'll tell you that a job that I booked was huge. It would have been the biggest job of my career commercially. I'll just say it, with Canon." So that's obviously who it was with. "To shoot an ad campaign for them. I got the job. It was amazing. And then literally 20 minutes later, after I had already started making calls to start booking the crew, etc., because it was coming real fast, they called me and said, 'Oh my God, we can't hire you.' And I said, 'Why?' And they said, 'Because you don't have 50,000 Instagram followers.'" And she only had, it says there, Roman only had 1,000 Instagram followers. But the sad thing about this too is, it says here that she was informed that this was a HR decision rather than a creative decision. And she said there that at first I thought about giving up. But then she says that this is a wake-up experience and it's a wake-up call to adapt. And I just can't believe this. And this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about, because it seems to me that the whole industry is changing, and I don't think the industry is helping itself. And the reason why I say this is because this is ridiculous. If you've got a photographer that's qualified for what they're doing, then surely Canon or Sony or anyone shouldn't be looking at what their influencers or their Instagram profile is, because that can be completely bought. And this is the thing that makes me laugh about this. Now, you can go out and buy Instagram followers, you can go out and buy YouTube followers. If this is what they're forcing to people to do, basically the whole industry is stuffed. And this is what makes me laugh about the whole thing, that this should have been based totally on her work. And clearly, if she got the job due to the fact that her work was good enough to get the job, it shouldn't have mattered at all about what her Instagram following is. Now, the reason why they're doing this is because they want that photographer to have that many numbers so that immediately they get a hit from that photographer. So instead of using their funds to advertise, they want to use the photographer's influence to get this moving in the first place and to get it out there. Now, I think this is pretty disgusting, because companies like this should be for everyone, and companies like this should be hiring on merit. And I've noticed this is happening all the time now. You know, where you're getting Sony, for instance, just hiring people, taking to these junkets that they do, and they're not even photographers, they're just influencers. And it seems to be going around everywhere at the moment. You're seeing it now with Canon. Canon used to be more about hiring real professionals, but now they even seem to be moving into that area as well as looking at influencers. Now, what does this say for the poor photographer that has a great profile, great work, terrific work, that when they look at it, then they're not going to be hired by anyone? And it's getting harder and harder out there to get work. And certainly this sort of thing doesn't help. And like I've said to you before, I'm all for telling you guys the truth. And I really do believe that this sucks, and I think this is terrible. If this was true, and like I said, I don't see any reason why she would have lied about this, because she would get caught out. I think it's disgusting, and I'd love to know your opinion about this, because I think it's really bad the way the whole industry is going. Everything at the moment is based on whether you have enough Instagram followers, whether you have enough YouTube subscribers, and everything else. And this is the problem, because people are starting to sell out. And this is what I think is really bad about this whole scenario, is who can you believe in what you actually hear or see? Because they have to sell out to these companies to actually get the work from them. And I think that's very, very poor. And I think it's a very sad indictment about the way the industry is going. And I'd love to know your opinion about this. And clearly this is probably why some companies don't like me either, due to the fact that I do tell you the truth and the way I see things. But anyway, guys, I'd love to know what your opinion is. Let me know in the comment box down below. And I'll see you all again soon for the next video. Bye for now.